It is with great pleasure that I welcome and invite you to stay with me today as you tune in to the 820 station, KREZ, with your host, Ming the Rez. Today I want to say simply, I'm trying to keep it simple for my small brain, in relating to you what I'm aware of and what I think is worth sharing with you today. So, yes, you can have fun. And that's the entry fee to this day to day, this moment, these 500 seconds. I just need to offer to you my intention and ask you to come forth with that as the entry fee, your intention for a great and best process for resilience. Not for an outcome, not for a result, not for answers. Just as next steps in and on your journey today. But here's the thing. With words being sometimes unnecessary, I mean the ones we use without discern or concern. Like filler words or empty space filler words. Like or like. What I mean to say is, which I just used in this brief intro. Also, using those easy default cuss words to allegedly make a point or to emphasize an issue with someone or something. Again, something your host is seriously guilty of. So while I share this with you, not to point this out to you, right now I am looking at myself in the mirror, or in this case, is out the window in the mountains of Alpine, Arizona, but the reflection in the window is showing me a reverse image of who is talking right now, and using some of those useless and unnecessary words that I use without sometimes discern or concern. Now I use them and put them out sometimes just to make myself feel better or to seem like I'm cool or hip, even though I have none of that coolness or hipness to me. Because I don't have a remarkable speech or rap or hip hop phrase to give to you. But I want to really ask myself and ask you to ask yourself, when you use these kind of words, do those words add to or reflect the success of you and in you? Sure, they may feel good and feel good temporarily. And for me, it gives myself even a false sense of security and maybe some sort of super importance in this delivery. So for me, the answer is clearly and emphatically no. When I use those words, they do not help me in developing resilience. This is the story that I may tell myself. The kind of stories you may tell yourselves. And the kind of stories I might inadvertently share with others from an inflated perspective. It would seem and sound and feel with the intention of providing the best substance. If the story didn't have a lot of filler and emptiness to them. So in these past 500 seconds, what I've said to you under the construct of resilience, under the construct of the beauty of your presence, while I hope they help you, unfortunately and humbly, embarrassingly, they are gone now. And the words I've asked of someone I meet for the first time, I've said them to say, hey, can you describe for yourself in 10 words or less to answer this question? I would ask this question many times. What drives you? Not where you went to school, how much money you have, what kind of car you drive. I want to know, for this meeting, what drives you? And lastly, I heard this in a lesson about music as a sidebar. The gentleman, when I asked that question, or was talking to him about this, he cited a story about Hemingway, the famous author, getting challenged to write a novel or a book in 6 words or less. That sounds impossible, doesn't it? So if this actually happened, of these guys or this gentleman asking Mr. Hemingway that question, hey, write me, if you're a great novelist and writer, write a novel in 6 words or less. So for Hemingway, not a problem. In 6 words, he responded with this: for sale, colon, baby shoes, period, never worn, period. Just in those 6 words, can you imagine? You can't imagine. You can see there's a whole lot of a story in just those 6 words. Because you want to know what the hell happened with, really, those never worn baby shoes that are now for sale. You're already filling in the construct, the story, the arc, the beginning, the ending, the pain, the drama, whatever is in there. You can always see that. But he said those 6 words. Those 6 words say enough in everything that a movie, a book would take 3 hours or 1,000 pages to fill in. Just as that example, remember I was saying sometimes words can be unnecessary. I'd say unnecessary amount of words is unuseful, can clutter or cloud the message if you have too much of them. You want to use not the right ones, the ones that are pertinent, germane, salient to the conversation. That maybe you have to tell them with, 100-page PowerPoint presentation. You can give them the essence of the story, but understanding who you're talking to, and more importantly, who it is you're speaking from within you, from your core, from your essence, not from the marketing stuff and gloss stuff. What is really pertinent in this conversation? So I'm asking you right now, what's your story? What's your message? What's your purpose? And when you answer that question, not to me, to yourself, make those essential words count. Every last one of them, and without filler. So yes, you can have fun with what you're saying, but make your fun count in what you present, what your presence says about you, and not what the wall says about your accomplishments in the past. Stay present. Stay current. No matter where you are in this world, you know what time it is. It's the station you tuned into. It is always 8:20.